to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm so excited today because you know what? I learned something that is so exciting and I can't wait to share with you guys. Today, I'm going to teach you guys how to lay a table. I mean the proper table setting. Let's say you want to invite your friends over for a party, or when you invite your friends over for lunch dates or dinner, whatever it is, you know how to do it the proper way. You know, in every proper table setting, you know the best thing you can do is to get, first of all, a table mat. It's very important when you're laying a table. You should get a table mat. You can't just place your plates and your cutlery there. No, it's never done that way. Lay your mat down beautifully. You see, lay it beautifully. Then you go for your charger. This is called a charger. Whenever you go to a party, you know, those classy parties, you see that on top of every table, they have these kind of things on the table before they have the plates on them. Now, other people call it other plates, but in fact, the actual name for this is called a charger. A charger. You can Google it to read more about it, but this is a charger. So you put your charger on the table mat perfectly. Then after, you go for your plate. Ta-da! So this is our plate. You put your plate nicely on the charger. Now we are not done, but you can attest to it that this is in fact beautiful, even though we are not done. It's the first 3 steps in laying a table. We have our plate, we have our table mat, our charger, and then the plate itself. After that, then we go to our cutlery. Cutlery. Ta-da! Now, I know that we all are aware that with a cutlery, the fork is supposed to be on the left and the knife is supposed to be on your right. So you don't go putting your fork in your right hand because you are used to eating with your right hand. No, I know we are all used to eating with our right hand, or even if you are a left-handed person, you eat with your left hand. But then let's go with the left-handed technique. Let's just say we are all left-handed, to put it short. So you use your fork on the left and the knife on your right. Now, in placing your knife, you need to make sure that the rough edge of the knife is facing the charger and the plate. It should be this way and not this way. The rough edge should be facing the left side, so you should place it this way. So let's move forward. And then the next thing is you put our fork on the left side. We are done with our cutlery. Now the next thing you do is to place a side plate on the on the left side of your hand. When I mean the left side of your hand, I mean the side plate should be just beside the fork. Now, why is there supposed to be a side plate here? You know, most often when you are eating, you might be tempted to spit out something, probably a bone or something you might not like in the food. I'm sorry to say this. So you have this side plate here for the purpose of putting any unwanted thing either from your mouth or from the food or even your used tissue on this side plate. That's the purpose of the side plate. On every table setting, there should be a side plate. The table setting is not complete without a side plate. Note, it is very, very necessary. Without a side plate, if you are marking you over 100, I'll mark you 2 over 100. Trust me. So we have our side plate right next to the fork. Now, in plating the side plate, no one taught me this, but then I used my own discretion. I mean, the side plate shouldn't, when we say it should be beside the fork, you're not saying you should just bring it to the edge of the table like this. I used my own discretion such that I realized that if I'm supposed to do it in such a way that it's going to be in perfect alignment with the fork, then it should be at this part of the fork. I mean, where you put inside your mouth. It should be just beside it. It shouldn't come in the middle of the fork or even at the edge. You should place it just at the tip of the fork like this on your left hand. Perfectly done. Now, at this stage, do you think we are done with our table setting? No, you're not done. What is a table setting without some glasses? I mean, the wine glasses, the drinking glasses, the champagne glasses, and all the other glasses you might want to add to your table setting. But then I'll just be going with a wine glass and a drinking glass. Yay! Now, with the wine glass and the drinking glass, just as we had a technique for laying our fork and our knife and our side plate, let's have a technique placing our drinking glass and our wine glass. Now, with every proper table setting, the drinking glass is supposed to come first. And where do you think we should place it? To the left or to the right? Yes, exactly what you're thinking. Yes, correct. It should be placed on the right side. Now, the drinking glass should come first before the wine glass. So you place the drinking glass to face the tip of your knife in such a way that it's in perfect alignment with it. So it comes first here, beautifully placed, and then your wine glass comes next to the drinking glass in such a way that when you sit down straight, when you sit down at the table and you want to measure it, you see that the fork and the drinking glass are in perfect alignment in such a way that if you're thirsty, just pick the drinking glass, you gob it down. If you want to take your wine, you do the same thing. But then this is the perfect arrangement of it. If you think there is any other way to do it, well, you can also share it in the comment section. But this, as far as I know, as far as we all know, this is the perfect setting. Now, someone might say that we are done. Hey, but what is a proper table setting without some decorations here and there? What do you think? Good. So now, the next thing is we are going to make sure that we decorate one of these glasses. In your own opinion, which one do you think we are going to decorate? Yes, you've gotten it right again. Now, among these two glasses, the one we are going to decorate is the drinking glass. A proper table setting should come with a napkin, right? You eat, and then you might possibly want to wipe your mouth, right? Good. Now, we have to make sure that we place a napkin on this table. But there are so many ways of placing your napkin on this table. So I'm going to show you the 2 ways you can place your napkin on this table. Now, The first one is by using your drinking glass, while the second option is by placing it on your plate. So with the clip one, it can either be in the middle of your plate or it can be on your side plate. Either one you prefer to go with. That's just it. Now, tell me you didn't learn something beautiful, something aesthetic today. Just tell me. So now we are done with our table setting. Beautifully done. How will you rate me? Now we are done with this beautiful table setting, and let's assume you've been served. Now you have to eat and all that. So there's this thing that we all have been doing in terms of the use of a cutlery. Now we know that you use the fork on the left and then the knife on the right, but then we use it the wrong way still in terms of how we pick our food and eat with the cutlery. Now let me bring a seat here and sit down while I demonstrate the whole thing to you. Let's see the correct way to use the cutlery. You know, you have your fork here and your knife here. Most often I see people at parties, and even not at parties as such, at restaurants, and then you see them neatly dressed. They look so beautiful, so handsome. See the person using the cutlery the wrong way. Now, even I, before I got to know the right way to use a cutlery, I used to fetch my food this way. Then it goes this way. This is absolutely wrong. If I say this is wrong, then what is the right way? The right way is this way. Now the food is fetched this way and it goes this way, and not this way and this way. I know you might be surprised. Yes, I was at first when I got to learn this. Now, we all know that eating in public and using your cutlery the wrong way is very embarrassing, but with most of us used to this way, we don't even see anything wrong with it. We all think that we are doing it the right way. But after learning this, the next time you go to a restaurant or even to a party, use this the right way by going this way and this way. And anyone who also knows the right thing to do on the table will realize right away that you're doing the right thing. But the others who do not know the right thing wouldn't notice. But hey, I'm sure that even 3 out of 100 people at a party will know the right way to use a cutlery. It's good to learn new skills, adapt to the good or the better way of doing things than to embarrass yourself in public. Now, with this, most people might not be aware, but a person, in fact, a pro who knows these things, recognize you in public, and then the person notices that yes, this is another pro. This person is doing it the right way. If I come to your house, in fact, if you invite me over to your house for dinner, lunch, whatever it is you invite me to your house for, and you lay this kind of table for me, my dear, I will eat the food and clean your entire house for you. Trust me. You can never go wrong with a proper table. So in fact, it even increases your appetite. You will eat and want to eat more. So we've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you've not done that yet. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit it, hit it. It's coming, your suggestions. What next would you like me to make a video of? Your contributions, whatever it is, keep the comments coming. I'll so love to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much, bunnies. Thank you guys. I love you guys so much. You guys have been so supportive, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. So see you in the next